It makes me so angry, I tell you. It makes me so angry. As you all know, I presume, an Asian cartoon by the name of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I've watched multiple times, is coming to Netflix. However, people are saying some very weird things, which make me angry. They're saying that, these kids watching Neon Genesis Evangelion on Netflix, they're gonna get traumatized. So many of them are gonna get depressed. Let me tell you something. One does not become traumatized by an Asian cartoon. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's a little different. I'll give you that. It's a little different than most Asian cartoons. But it's not traumatizing. I've watched it twice. There's nothing that bad about it, really. Not at all. Saying they'll get depressed. One does not become depressed from an Asian cartoon. Watching an Asian cartoon, that does not make you depressed. I've watched it. It does not make someone depressed. No one will become depressed from watching this Asian cartoon. It does not happen. Let me go on my phone here. Netflix, they released a trailer on YouTube for this anime, and the top comment here. This is just wonderful. Press F to pay respect for the kids who will be traumatized by the end of Evangelion. No, there's nothing traumatizing about it. I would say it's entertaining more than anything. It's not traumatizing. I mean, it does bring up some of the motifs of it I've thought about, but it's not depression does not spawn from an Asian cartoon. And the press F thing, I don't follow the memes anymore. I'm not even gonna get into the press F thing. Now I sit back and watch as the new generation is traumatized for their whole lives. It's not true. It's not funny. So stop. 1.1 thousand people disagree with me, however. LMAO, as if the youth weren't depressed enough. Let's give them a global existential crisis. This is absurd. This is absurd. And it's not just on YouTube, it's on Reddit as well. Let's check this out here. A study found Netflix's 13 Reasons Why raised suicide risk in vulnerable young people. Evangelion, when it releases on Netflix. So what? What are you insinuating here? You're saying that this Asian cartoon will raise suicide risk in young people. It doesn't make any sense. It's a total non sequitur. It's ridiculous, I tell you. It's not funny either. It's not funny. Honestly, I can't wait to see most people's first reactions to that scene after Netflix adds the movie. People are going to lose it on Twitter. Well, I have something to say to you. You're delusional. Or maybe you aren't. You could definitely be right, since everyone always complains about that scene. And me personally, I don't see the big deal. I've watched it twice. I mean, I don't see anything particularly off-putting about it. Maybe it's because I was spoiled of it, or maybe it's because my moral compass is messed up. That's definitely possible. Yeah, I think that's the reason why. But I really do not see what's so bad about that scene at the beginning of the end of Evangelion. I don't see the big deal, but people always talk about that all the time. I really don't see the. I really don't see the significance. Is there anything else here which I don't know. Hmm. It doesn't make any sense. Makes me angry, I tell you. Let me get something straight here. No one is going to be traumatized by an Asian cartoon. No one is going to become depressed from an Asian cartoon. No one is going to be committing suicide because of an Asian cartoon. It's absurd. I think it's because it might be because of Neon Genesis Evangelion is a little more unpopular than other anime such as Yuri on Ice or what have you, the Sword Art Online, heck, even I mean, this thing I don't even know, the one with the 02, I don't even know what those weeaboos are watching nowadays, but it's not as popular. So maybe it's their way of being like, hey, the anime which I like, now everyone is going to be talking about it. This is just ridiculous, I tell you. I'm glad somewhat that it's coming to Netflix, but these people's reactions to it has been completely absurd, I tell you. Makes me angry. I don't see what the big deal is. I've watched it twice, the end of Evangelion. There's nothing weird about it. Are people really... I don't see it. I don't see it. I've watched it twice, but I don't see the why... What's so bad about it? What's so bad? Okay, I'm trying to remember here. What happened in the end of Evangelion? It was like, okay, it was nothing weird. It wasn't like it was quite tame, I tell you. It was quite tame. People act like, oh, if you put this on for people and they're gonna commit suicide. But it's not true. Okay, I feel this video is becoming more and more ridiculous the more I make it, the longer it goes on, so maybe I should just end it now. Yeah, this is quite ridiculous. No, but it makes me angry. It makes me angry. It makes me angry. Let me go to the YouTube comments again to see if I can channel my anger any further. Oh, here we have a hot... Oh, here we have one. Here we have one. For the people that hasn't watched this series yet, you're going to need a psychologist after watching this show. It's not funny. It's not true. Stop it. That's all I can say. Just wanted to get that out there.